I was sick as a dog, so I called my vet. He's a pretty good doc, he takes care of my pets. I was sick as a dog, so I called my vet. Not my real doctor, he ain't helped me. Over the phone, he took my history. Are you watching like an eagle licking?
Hi everyone, and welcome back. Now, if you're like me, then during the COVID lockdown, you've had to learn all sorts of new skills you never thought you'd need. And one of those skills that I get a lot of questions about is proton construction. Now, building a proton is something that really everyone should have some experience with, since protons are basic building blocks for many, many other really cool projects. But since building them involves manipulating quarks and gluons and stuff, it can be intimidating and quite overwhelming. But don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm going to walk you through all the steps you need to build your very own proton from scratch. So let's get into it. The first thing you're going to need is a good sturdy proton chassis. This is ultimately going to hold the quarks and gluons and stuff. I've got a round one here that I found ready to go on eBay. Doesn't need to be fancy. Whatever you can find that is strong and sturdy should be okay. You just need to make sure it's really, really strong so that it can confine the quarks and gluons. Confinement is really the key word here. Then you need to fill it up with gluons. Fill it all the way up, and you need to pack them in real tight and dense. Soft gluons here are especially important. Okay, now that that's done, we're ready to assemble the quarks together. Now, handling the quarks is really the critical part, so I'm going to step through each quark one by one. Here's a red quark I got on Silk Road with my Dogecoins, and you can see that I've already drawn a big bright U on it. That's because I need this one to be an up quark. Now, all you need to do with that quark is just let it slip right in between the gluons, good and tight. Let's watch it slide right into our proton. Okay, now I need another up quark, so here's another one I got, same place, and this one's a blue one, and I let that go into nice and tight. Finally, I have a green quark, but now, and this is super important, I need to draw a D on it for down, instead of a U. If I want my hadron to be a proton specifically, I need this last quark to be a down quark, and in it goes. Okay, now I've got all the quarks in there that I need to make my proton. Some things to note. You probably saw that all the quarks I got here are different colors, and that is super important. When you look at your final proton, you need to be thinking color singlet. The other thing we should probably do at this point is scribble a plus 2/3 on each of the up quarks and a minus 1/3 on that down quark there to indicate their fractional electric charges. The proton needs to be a +1 charge, and that is tremendously important if you want anyone to take your proton seriously. So now we're basically done, and look, isn't that an awesome proton? Now you can use these things in all sorts of fun ways. For example, if you're the head of some kind of sciencey related institution and you need a logo with a trendy quantum vibe, this proton would work great for that. For a lot of other applications, this proton would be just too big. For example, if I have a triton lying around and I want to squeeze this in next to it to make a helium nucleus, then I need to shrink it down. I need to shrink that proton down about 1,000,000 billion times. For doing that, I like to use that shrinking machine from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Many people nowadays like to use the Ant-Man technology. It doesn't really matter what you use as long as the shrinking is strong enough to get it down to nucleus size. And once you start making atomic nuclei, the possibilities are really endless. For me, since I'm a teddy bear and I like things like balloons and stuff, I could slip this helium atom into a balloon to help make it float around. Isn't that cool? So I hope that was useful and maybe cleared up any proton construction questions you might have had. If you'd like to see any other types of hadrons get made, just go ahead and leave a request in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Until then, I hope you all have an awesome week, and I'll see you all next time.
I call my vet, he's a real good dog, take care of my pet, and now my dog don't bark up a wrong tree, and my cat ain't died of curiosity.